Welcome back, my delinquents. We have VTubers big and small today, arguing over a post made by someone called Lumiere about bigger VTubers and how they feel they don't pay attention to small creators or people with low follow count. It's gotten attention from creators like Smuggleana, Mother V3, and many more. And somehow this discussion back and forward, some positive, some negative, it seems to be a real stickler 50-50 down the middle, has turned into them being completely real to most likely be botting their streams and botting their Twitter. So we're going to be going down to this saga of how did this happen and is it true? How did one VTuber's opinion result in all this? Let's get into it. And just warning, this is most likely more of a freestyle rant than, I don't know, news. So let's rant, buddies. So here we are behind the news desk yet again. So we're going to start off where this all began, this post. The Lumiere Crimson, I don't support bigger VTubers 500 average viewers plus because they won't acknowledge your ass until you get to that point. But let's be real, 99.99% of streamers, not just VTubers, never see that goal. I know I ain't big by any means, but I mess with everyone regardless of viewership or follow count. Why though? Because you guys are the ones who gave me the support to get to this level I'm at, and for that, I'm forever grateful. I fucking love y'all, never forget this. Next to Lumiere's account is locked here, and the reason I can see this is because I followed them. I think they have unfollowed me multiple times depending what post is trending, because I didn't know them, but I saw people I knew them, so I followed them back the first time. But as a post of mine recently was doing well, they refollowed me, so I didn't even notice that they unfollowed me. So I have no idea. It does seem like they seem to follow me and unfollow me depending what posts are doing well on Twitter. That is just a theory, a conspiracy theory. But okay, we're going to talk about his post and not just conspiracy theories here. He's talking about here how he doesn't fuck with large creators because his followers got him where he is today. And this seems like just a normal rant piece of you need to have a certain amount of viewers to get people to acknowledge you, which to a certain extent is semi-true to an thing. I don't think so much with viewers. The main thing is with viewers, there's so many people in the chat. It's overwhelming. At that point, you can't interact with everyone. But with other creators, the thing is you have to realize that bigger creators have more to lose and they have to go through kind of like a vetting system of people for you to get to them, because everyone they interact with somehow says something about them. So they have to be careful with who they interact with. Realistically, there is a lot of reasons for this, not just because the popular reasoning being, I guess they're just assholes. I know, controversial. Dell thinks big streamers aren't automatically assholes. There are some, 100%. There are some people that only care about big numbers. I'd say there's some small creators that are exactly the same, that they only care about your numbers. In my experience of streaming, have I had a lot of people care about numbers or dip out because they thought my numbers were going lower, etc., or I wasn't on brand? Yeah, that happens. And some of them were really mean about it. Some of them are really nice about it. But strangely enough, I've never had a big creator dip out on me because they thought I was too little. I've had a lot of great experiences with some of them. I had a lot of great experience with smaller creators. The problem is views doesn't make a personality, I'll have to say here. And I don't think automatically going, I don't fuck with 500 plus, when you yourself as a creator is a fantastic look. I would say as a viewer, that's completely fine because you all have things you like to watch. Some people loved smaller chaps. Some people like the personal connection. And that's fine, but he's not really talking about here the viewer connection. He's talking about the connection between other creators, I feel. And this has rubbed people the wrong way and has spilled out some drama. As it always does, guys. Having your opinion brings drama, who wouldn't know? But we have Yana here, a VTuber, another one who was talking about it, who was a bigger VTuber, and she says a good mid-ground here. I feel there are a ton of amazing VTubers and creators that I've literally never had the pleasure of coming across their account or stream. Personally, I am shy, antisocial widow who only has time and mental space for 7 friends max. Even before going into more of what they say here, this is also very true. You have to realize your little VTuber weirdo streamer that is just like you for real, is just like you for real. And they're shy too. They're scared of new interactions. They get overwhelmed with a social battery. And you have to realize that a lot of streaming is being social. So if you stream multiple hours a day and you do work and you do collabs, how much time do you have left for your personal life? Even I feel like I get very overwhelmed with too much social interaction. I only have time for a certain amount of friends, like personal friends because I get overwhelmed with the sheer amount of socializing you have to do sometimes. And it can be very overwhelming. Before we go into more of the bigger creators' responses, Mother, the body and stuff, I just want to point in what started rubbing people the wrong way here. Because this is from 2 days ago, but there's a lot like this where his responses started rubbing people the wrong way. Because even people siding with him comes off like this. As a larger account, this is the most based response I've gotten from any of y'all. So thank you for the kind words. But it's not about me being looked down on because I'm a degenerate and don't care about how I'm viewed. It's about smaller accounts showing support to the larger ones and being blatantly dismissed or ignored because they don't have the numbers or metrics to be considered important enough. To me, it's about the lack of caring about the little guy and the lack of attention small accounts get because they don't fit a certain metric. My point with the stat was to try and get bigger accounts to break the status quo and show these smaller accounts the love they deserve. Care about me, it's about them. I don't know if this is particularly true with the botting claims after this, but this person, Villain J, makes a good point. You don't give something with expectations of return, and no one owes you a damn thing. You don't give support to someone to expect something in return. Do I give support to my friends expecting they give automatic support back? No, because not everything I do meshes well with what they do. And it's the same thing with viewers and their creator. They shouldn't expect an entitlement of something back. The same with everyone I view. I don't expect anything back other than I show up and say hi. To be entertained, are we not entertained? But it's the same thing. You have to respect some people can't interact with you. Even if they like you on a personal level, they may not be able to interact with you on stream because it doesn't work out. I know a lot of my friends who are very, very, very sussy who don't interact with their very say-so friends publicly because it just doesn't mesh well together. Sometimes the viewers don't like each other and that's just how it is. But a good friend respects that you don't want to make their life harder by just wanting to be publicly helped. Because I would never want to make my friend's life harder if I possibly can. So as you can see, there's some negative, some positive, mixed in here as we go down. Some people like it, some people don't. Oh, there's my homie Eclipse. And this is before things were getting wildin', obviously. It was getting wildin'. So let's move on from his post and on to responses. This is only some of the responses. Magalana, vTwitter, another overused term, but kind of true. They're very present on Twitter, not so much on streams. Streams less than 20 hours a month, cares about numbers way too much. Chat, is this real? This is the thing, caring about numbers way too much isn't a great look in general, because realistically, numbers go up, down, spin around. This time last year, I was more of a Twitch streamer, and now this time this year, I'm more of a YouTube content creator. Life be changing. And you can't make relationships based on viewership alone. And you can't make judgments on that. And you can't run your life on what the numbers say. And caring too much about that will just ruin your mindset. And they just make a good point about this here. We got some other commentary YouTubers rolling in, Remmer in there. Hashtag vtubing, dude. Oh my god. Sometimes they make some good brief points. You don't have to do a dialogue to put in what you think of this. So let's go on to Mother, which really set this off. Because this really set this off from a disagreement of opinions as it goes back and forwards between big and small. Some small agreeing, some small disagreeing, some big agreeing, some big disagreeing. Just how most debates work. It was mostly amicable, I would say. Mostly amicable. Yes, obviously he called some people assholes and stuff like that in between there. Let's go on to Mother. Hi there. I'm one of the bigger cats that have banned this person from my streams. So this is the moment the tides be turning, where Mother mentions they have banned them in the past. I think that these tweets may be referring to them. If I may speak from experience, I banned them for a good reason. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I support who I want to support, big and small. Most of all, I support who I choose and I love it that way. There are many people within my community that can attest to that, some being recipients of my direct support. Before we go into the next part, I just wanted to point out one thing here. Yes, your creators choose who they support, either because they like them or because they trust them. Because realistically, who you support kind of matters as a creator and who you choose to build up. Because as someone who has had people in the past asking them to build them up, there is a bit of responsibility to creators, and I have felt bad at the idea that I could build someone out that could be a terrible person could be an asshole. So you really have to be careful with this because they are forever connected with you. Interesting enough, because the internet never forgets. So it's something you have to realize from the creator's viewpoint of what they're thinking too. Yes, it'd be great for some smaller creators to get a helping hand from larger ones, but there's a lot attached and a lot of risk that a lot of people don't think about. With that said, I don't care who you are. This goes for anybody. I don't care if you've rated me. I don't care if you've supported me. If you break my rules I've set for my streams, you don't respect my community. You're above nobody else in my stream, and you most certainly don't deserve my support. And this is them replying to one of these posts here, and that is a good point. No matter big or small streamer, or portraying themselves to be a bigger streamer, you don't get to break other streamers' rules. Just because you're the coolest dude that ever cooled in the world doesn't mean you are above the rules. And if you broke the rules and you've been banned, that's just how it is. I can feel that. I rated one of these bigger cats with 160 people and gifted them 10 subs after I said, I love you, your content is amazing. Shortly after I was banned from their channel, that was a wake-up call for me to only mess with folks who deserve it. Keep that chin up, my baby, you're amazing. Never let anyone push you to think otherwise. So this seems to have a very connection with Mother that they're pretty sure it's about them, as they banned them out of the chart after a similar situation. And originally, they kept out of it. It didn't say why they were banned, but they banned them for breaking community rules. It could have ended there. And this is from the backlash to this connection. I don't know where this is screenshotted from, but it seems to be a reply. It seems to be deleted, unfortunately, but it seems to be that Lumia's response to this was to leak the few DMs that they have with Mother, so salt on this and some screenshots. This is their Mother replying to the deleted post, so I can only assume it didn't make them look fantastic. If you're going to show DMs, at least show it all, dear. And yes, it was private, until you decided to air out dirty laundry in public. Read the message for yourself. I have nothing to hide there. I even made it crystal clear that you were perfectly pleasant in my stream while you were there, so that there were no misinterpretations on why you were banned. You want to say I doxed you. I gave you a chance. I let things go for months to give you the opportunity to save face, but not anymore. You're mistaken. You are the pathetic one. You're the one that subtweeted me. You were the one that bot rated me. You were the reason I still deal with them to this day. This is actually a good point here. And this is one of the other reasons I stayed following to his account, because I didn't know who he was other than some people I knew that followed him. His Twitter following was very high compared to his engagement. I was like, is this spotted? Do people really bot Twitter feeds? So I stayed following because I was interested. I was intrigued. But then I kept forgetting to actually check. A lot of things interest me and intrigue me and then leave my mind instantly. It happens. That's why I miss a lot of some content out there. And that's why I say, follow a lot of commentary channels if you like the news, because sometimes things pique my interest, and I mainly talk about things that pique my interest. But this goes into the similar thing of them pointing out why they've been banned, and it has to do with bots. This is a huge absolute discussion. If you're gonna get in trouble, can you not write paragraphs? Do it for me, guys, please. Mother, seeing as how it's been a few months already, I don't think that anything needs to be talked about at this point. Whether you choose to reach out to protect your image or because you're actually showing a genuine concern towards me doesn't really matter. Now, it's been months. How I do want to make a few things abundantly clear to you so you know where I stand with our situation. You're one of the few streamers whose content I truly enjoyed, whom also had a larger following, and I respected you for how entertaining you were. 2, there was never any intention of trying to get clout from you, gaining your attention in a romantic way, or even trying to elaborate with you. I create my own lane and couldn't fathom piggybacking off someone else in order to gain notoriety or recognition. All my support was 100% genuine and done with zero intention of gaining anything in return. That's just how I operate. That said, you and your mods acted how you saw fit and removed me from your community without even a warning. Fair enough, nothing else needs to be discussed. That's your decision. I respect it. That's all I got. I would like to say with this, bot raids are a huge problem. I've been bot raided before and I banned them because you can get in trouble on Twitch, and they actually followed me into a game and tried to crash me. It was really weird. Bots are a real problem. That's true. Nothing does need to be said, but I just want to make one thing very clear to you. You were a very nice person and I appreciate your support. And yes, I agree. Everything that I did was how I saw fit. Absolutely. I will continue to do so. As per Twitch's own guidelines given to myself and my team, I was directed to remove you from my community. I'd like to leave it at that, as I'm sure it's something you were well aware of what is going on, but I cannot allow that for my community. Best of luck to you, and I hope the best for your community. That is the thing. If you do bot your raids and you're not on the front page, you are very likely to be banned in a lot of streams. In addition, just to make things crystal clear, so there are no misinterpretations. I'm aware that you didn't have any intention to get clout from my community in any way. Again, your ban was for a completely different reason, and a reason which I'm sure you are aware of and don't need any explanation for. Because then I told you that I was directed to do so by TwitchCon. Making sure we're on the same page with this. Not sure what you're hinting at, but again, best of luck to you. I was alerted by Twitch themselves of certain anomalies from your raid. What you do with that information is up to you. I'd contact Twitch about it, as I don't feel comfortable introducing that into my own community. And once again, to reiterate, clout or size had nothing to do with it. Best of luck to you as well. Them also iterating that it's about them botting their streams. Here's Powder coming in well that, ooh, but yes, the last page will be going over their statistics, and honestly, I'm not so surprised, especially seeing their manager chimed in. Lumiria's, I'm 100% saying that wrong, manager chimed in, and they also have a ridiculous amount of Twitter followers that doesn't make any sense, so very likely. So a lot of people chimed in here, as you can see, talking about this. They definitely shook the tree. I feel like I always find it so funny that when people bot or stuff like this with their streams, they always feel the need to bring attention to themselves even more, and then it just brings attention to that about in their streams. It's ridiculous. Let's go into some of this. Pengu here goes over it. Pengu VTuber. Fella, you've bought followers, blue, and literally bought your streams. All your VODs of the same two users posting only emotes prove that. Don't pretend to be on a high horse while cheating your way to partner. Well, where is them doxing? I'm assuming in this that they said they were doxing, but it's been deleted. So I'm guessing they also accused Mother of doxing them, which is very odd. They have 40,000 followers. Yes, that is a ridiculous amount on Twitter. They're engaged 134. Most engagement is from this drama. So let's go down to before this drama. 112, 58. 45, 35. That is not the response of someone that has 40,000 followers on here. It's crazy low. They've also taken their Twitch and everything out of here. I'm assuming to stop people going over there for some reason. So we can't actually get there. That's annoying. From this anyway. I might try at the end to just go on Twitch and find him. I'm assuming to stop people stalking his stuff and trying to prove that he's a botter. So here we go. We're going to go over his stats, because you can always look at stats. And 65 average viewers, peak 398. So this is his views growing randomly. And he only has 9.6k followers, but his peak here seems to be 3985, which is around here, where he seems to be consistently at the same numbers, no matter how little he streams and how little followers he gains. So it isn't really looking good, because you could say maybe, oh, he may have gained, but look at this absolute crazy spike here. It just goes up ridiculously for no particular reason, and then steadily just climbs. It is at least very suspicious stats. Here we go. Can we actually get his manager's comments? I'm pretty sure he was talking smack. Talking that smack. Black Onyx Gang, is that his manager? I'm pretty sure Black Onyx Gang is his manager. I'm the JR, the home wrecker, manager for the D-Gen King. Me, Eric, whatever. He has 162k followers. What? And he's just a manager? I don't think he's even a streamer. Like 20, 75, 187, 21. Could they not bot likes? They bot followers, but not likes. Did they run out of funding here? This is ridiculous. Space King, let the man cook. Hate this, his stance on all this you want. If it upsets you, probably part of the problem. He seems to be just mainly retweeting. I would laugh if it turned out they were the same person. Here's me. Here's my manager, who is also me. Maybe not, but I do find this really crazy that they've botted themselves such a ridiculous amount. Where the frick is the logic where this 162k came from? He doesn't make any content. And managers usually have less. It doesn't really make any sense to me here. Let's see if we can get him on Twitch. He's partnered. It's very interesting to see that a lot of actual botters do get partnered. It's weird they don't pick up on this. No videos on their about, meaning they haven't, on their home, meaning they haven't streamed regularly. They have hashtags on here, weird. They have under 10,000 followers. Here we go. December, he got 500 subs. 5,000 followers in 2024. Doesn't seem too crazy there. Like these realistically, but where is his videos? No videos found. That's so not helpful. He has not streamed in the past month, apparently. He rarely streams, but somehow gets 300-400 followers, and his top gifters are non-existent at 300-400 viewers per video. It seems unlikely. If you've ever been a 400 one. But this is kind of unfortunate that we can't actually get in and see any of his videos because he hasn't streamed in a month. That's pretty annoying. Or he's deleted the videos because someone pointed out that inconsistencies there. But so this debate has turned from our big streamers assholes, is it okay to complain about this, etc., which I think is like, you have to take some things with a grain of salt. Some people will only think about numbers, some people won't, of every level, because I've seen some of the biggest clout chasers have 5 viewers. That's just how it is. You have to judge for yourself the characters of these people, and that's the thing what's going to happen. People will judge on their impressions of you and decide if they want to interact with you, and sometimes people might just not like you. That is the thing, not every personality meshes well together, and you can't assume that everyone will be your friend, and they don't have to be. The next part on this is the botting and the drama that ensued here, and honestly I do find it absolutely hilarious that he's been added for botting and view botting and stuff like that from him talking mad shit. It's funny. It's kind of funny to me. I do think it's pretty obviously botting, at least on Twitter. They're botting their twit follows, which is absolutely pointless on so many levels. I hope he refunds that, because that is the most pointless botting ever, and it just screams a lot of attention seeking to me. The Twitch streaming is a bit harder to prove, but it just seems unrealistic that he would be able to keep a consistent 300-400 viewers when he doesn't stream less than 20 hours a month, and not very often, and he has under 10k followers. And I'm going to take the bigger VTubers' words for this, because I couldn't find any screenshots of it, that he seems to not have much chatters to go with this. Very suspicious. What do you guys think? What do you think of this situation? What do you think of the big streamers not interacting with smaller streamers? Let me know in the comment below. Do you think this Lumiere guy is botting? Or do you just think he's a bit of an asshole? That's fair too. I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for Dell. And I'll see you next time, my delinquents.